The local Habitat for Humanity group is at it again, building a new home for a family of 3 in Scottsbluff. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, now onto its 22nd home, one local organization is looking to make a difference, one family at a time. KNEB summer intern Rebecca White has that story.
A local nonprofit organization and its volunteers are literally lending their hands to help build a home for an in-need family. Scottsbluff County Habitat for Humanity revealed the foundation of its latest house Thursday on West 14th Street in Scottsbluff. The home will be going to Adalia Salazar, a single mother of 2. Her application was chosen as this year's honoree. And Salazar works at Regional West Medical Center while furthering her education in dentistry. Her daughters, Penelope and Anastasia, are really excited about getting their own rooms in their new home.
So check this out.
Look.
Okay.
Is that the house?
This is the house.
Is that the house?
So you either get this room or this room. So the rooms will be on this side. They're both the same size.
It's okay.
One's 1 inch different than the other one, but you probably won't be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay, you get the small one
Wait,
then,
where's the kitchen?
right here.
That's the kitchen. Where's the living room?
Tom Holyoke is the board chair for Habitat for Humanity. He thanks donors and reminds everyone.
Habitat is not a giveaway program, it's a partnership program. We partner each year with a family to build them a home. Adalia and her daughters are the ones this year. It starts, I think, for the families as a dream, and then it becomes a possibility, and then it becomes a reality. And that's the phase that Adalia's in.
Dahlia and her girls are excited to live in their new home, and she wants to thank everyone involved.
Oh yeah, we are super excited. Me and my girls are beyond blessed. I can't even explain in words how we felt when I heard the news that we were the winners for this Habitat for Humanity home. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to everyone who has given for Habitat for Humanity. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And I wouldn't be standing here today to say this is going to be mine and my girls' forever home, and I'm forever going to be blessed. So thank you.
Organizers are hoping to have the home completed by the end of the calendar year and will be back on scene to present the key to the home to the Salazar family. If you are interested in donating your money or your time to build a Habitat for Humanity home, you can find more information at habitat.org.
Well, Scottsbluff County 4-H is inviting the public to see their static exhibits out at the fair in Mitchell. Any 4-H project that is not livestock is part of the static exhibit, and this includes art, food, quilts, Legos, and more. Scottsbluff County 4-H Extension Assistant Stephanie Connolly explains.
Well, I think the static exhibit hall is really unique, and honestly, I think it's probably the most unique section of County Fair because there's such a wide variety of items that are being exhibited here, and I think there's really something for everyone. There's so much hard work that goes into it, and it gives kids an opportunity who may not have livestock or an animal to show to really show their creative side, and I love walking through the static building. I think it's got, like I said, a little bit for everyone.
Children aged 5 to 7 can enter the Clover Kid division for 4-H. The regular division is open for children and teens aged 8 to 18, and the open class division is open to any permanent Scottsbluff County resident or a member of a Scottsbluff County Homemakers Club. The static displays are open for viewing inside the Mitchell Event Center through Saturday night.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Life Care promises us that we are looked after and taken care of properly.
If I didn't have Life Care, I would be probably scared to death about having enough money for when I got older or when I got sick.
Moving in here was an easy decision and in fact a no-brainer. I looked at it as actually buying long-term care insurance and in retrospect a good move.
One of the things that convinces me that we did the right thing is no matter what happens, we will constantly be taken care of.
The whole thing is just vital because you don't have to be worried about what's ahead for you. It's there, it's in black and white, and that's reassuring.
This is home. It has been from the day I moved in.
Welcome back. A second man has been arrested in connection to a July 21st forcible sexual assault investigation involving a 16-year-old girl. Emerson Flores is charged with first-degree forcible sexual assault and intentional child abuse. According to court records, the victim told investigators during a forensic interview that she objected as she was forcefully held down and sexually assaulted by two males, one of which she was able to later identify as Flores from law enforcement photographs. Last week, 21-year-old Christian Matute Acosta was arrested on similar charges, and he was able to post 10% of his $150,000 bond. Flores was arraigned on his charges Wednesday afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, Gering City officials on Wednesday evening celebrated completion of their latest recreation project. A ceremonial ribbon cutting was held on the recently completed pickleball courts located in Oregon Trail Parks just north of Guile Elementary. $500,000 from the city's Keno Endowment Fund, the first such grant made from that pool of money, helped pay for more than half of the cost of the project. In addition to the new courts, the project includes new lighting, seating, and additional parking. And Kimball County Commissioners this week approved a contract to sell the High Point Welcome Center to a South Dakota company. Big D Oil Company of Rapid City is buying the property for $500,000, and according to the sales agreement and amendments, plans on constructing a new travel center at the location. Among the provisions of the contract is an agreement that the buyer would provide space for relocation of an info center with small signs and a small rental fee, as well as future good faith negotiations with property owners on the south side of the location who have a plan for a residential development and would need access rights. The sale close date is set for October 30th, but the buyer can terminate the contract at its sole discretion prior to October 15th.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
At FNBO, we've turned up the rate so you can earn more, save more, and do more. Right now, at your nearest branch, you can get 5% APY for 17 months on our special offer CD. Don't wait on a great rate. Give yourself and your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Welcome to the latest edition of Fridays in the Field, brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank. I'm Susan Littlefield, back in Polk County, just south of Shelby and Rising City, as we are at the Smith operation. And interesting because you've had every aspect of weather move through this farming operation, and for producers in a 4-county area, it's been a very stressful 6 weeks since the last time we were here. And Randy, I kind of wanted to start out there. Mother Nature has not been the nicest when it comes to temperature-wise, where you hit 100+ heat indexes that were really stressing not only crops, stressing you, but then stressing your irrigation equipment as well.
Yeah, we had a long run there. Temperatures, and with the dry spell, we had a heck of a time keeping up, and just kind of had to keep going, and it was getting very stressful at times, that's for sure, anyway.
Well, I know coming back, and now that the cooler temperatures, hopefully you can catch up on some sleep, and the equipment itself can get a little bit of a rest. Kind of talk about what you had to do to keep that equipment running so you could get water on those crops.
Yeah, there was a few places where you are having micro switches going out on your pivots, and then when it got, and then you're having your flat tires, your normal breakdowns, and then gearboxes and so on like that. And then when we had that hot spell last week, I had a little trouble keeping some motors going because they were overheating, and tried to rig up a little bit of a mister on them to keep them going, but luckily it didn't last too long. It lasted long enough, but that was kind of a challenge in itself when you're out there in the heat and everything else anyway. So
most definitely. You know, when we were here last, we were talking about your dry land and the frustrations that you had with it, and you pretty much at that point had said it's about done.
This was all rolled up, and it was about ready to shut down. It was so much shorter than the stuff that we could get water to, and then we started getting some of them rains, and it was really surprising to me how much growth that it got. I thought maybe it would be short and it would tassel out, but it actually got some pretty good height to it, and then tasseled out, and it's starting to get dry again, but at least it shot an ear. So we'll have to see what Mother Nature does for us in the next few weeks anyway.
So what is your expectation then for the dry land when it has the ear kernel growth going?
I think it's going to be hurt a little bit, just the way it shut down the way it did. The test weight could be down. You could have a little bit more of a disease problem on the dry land, so on like that. The commercial corn is holding in there, or the commercial corn on the irrigated is holding in there really good. Got a little bit of gray leaf spot coming in, and some and different diseases starting to come in, but we're just gonna manage that as the best we can anyway.
Now, we saw that go from the hot temperatures to some much needed rain that hit our areas. We got 1.5 inches, 2 inches at times, and we've gotten some scattered showers here and there, but unfortunately, with it came some adverse stuff, like as we all call the big white combine, going through your seed corn.
Yes, it seems like every time something came up with a cell coming over, somebody got burned somewhere. We did catch on some of the seed corn and commercial corn about a 30 to 35% green snap. And then the hail wasn't quite as bad, but it's noticeable, but it came, of course we had new growth and it did come out of that pretty good, but it still strips things up pretty bad. But when you have the green snap, it's done. You ain't gonna get that. When it's laying on the ground, you ain't gonna get nothing. The stuff that's hailed still gonna have a little bit to it. So you hate to see that, and it was just kind of at the growing stage. Everything was growing really good, and it was really brittle, and that's when it took it. And sometimes it was worse in the fields than others, but I guess that's what you got to deal with anyway. So.
Yeah. Now we can hear in the background, I don't know if our viewers and listeners can hear, but there are some machines running in your seed fields right now.
Yeah, we're right now at the point on some of these fields that were planted earlier, we're doing the male destruction or male row, taking out the male rows. And with that, on some fields I put on a cover crop. So they got spreaders behind their mail row cutters, and right now I'm putting on turnips. I'm going to see how that turns out. I've done it in the past, so it seems like that works pretty good. And then if you can run cattle on it, the cattle love the turnips anyway, and it's kind of it works out both for everything anyway. It works out good. So.
Well, the next time we come back, you're going to have those combines about ready to start going, another 6 weeks or so.
Yeah. If we don't get any rain, this dry land's going to really come on in a hurry too. Yeah, that's just it. It will, definitely.
So what is your outlook goal over the next 6 weeks for this crop?
Pray for more rain.
Works
That's
for
the
me.
main thing. Without storms in it, that's the main thing. It seems like just as soon have to pump a little water without getting a storm at this stage anyway. That's for sure anyway.
Well, the irrigated crop behind us looks amazing, and it's nice to see those ears, and come harvest time that they're good and full and fill that combine quick.
Yes, that's what we're all hoping for anyway. We hope the test weight's up good on the irrigated, and we'll just see how the dry land turns out and go from there anyway. Sounds good. Anyway.
All right, well, hopefully next time when we come back, we'll be able to jump in the combine with Randy to watch this crop that we've been watching this entire growing season finally wrap up. That has been this week's FNBO Fridays in the Field, brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
At FNBO, we've turned up the rate so you can earn more, save more, and do more. Right now, at your nearest branch, you can get 5% APY for 17 months on our special offer CD. Don't wait on a great rate. Give yourself and your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the West Nebraska Arts Center kicked off its new August show during an opening reception last evening in Scottsbluff. The Colorblind Experience is by Marvin Crum and Ruth Bowman and features quilts and mixed media art. Crum is colorblind and as a quilter produces detailed and exquisite works of art. Program manager Stephanie Coley encourages everybody to come out to see some impressive artwork.
He is a brilliant, vibrant creator, and he's also talking about the Black American life. So it's a great show to come see. And he also will be coupled with Ruth Bowman, who bedazzles, and she makes beautiful glasswork and lamps out of musical instruments. So it'll be something for everyone to see in every corner of the Arts Center.
If you missed last night's opening reception, the show will be on display through August 27th. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.